Good morning. It's 9 a.m. on May 7th. I'm in Tokyo and I just got back from Manila last night. And I wanted to share some feelings that I had while the experience was really fresh for my trip in Manila. Um, as you can imagine, it was really powerful. I was able to get 3 days off in a row from my job here in Tokyo teaching. And so I decided to go to Manila. I know a priest there from a friend of a friend who's quite famous for healing. He performs miracles, and he has a resort out there. So I offered to go just teach the kids how to dance. Nothing crazy, just wanted to go and hug them and teach them to dance and let them know that someone loves them on some other part of the world. And so it was a medium size, maybe 70 kids, and man, um, don't know if you know, but the poverty in the Philippines is just magnanimous. Um, I had been to Tangier, which is in Africa, where the poverty was also really extreme, but I had never been able to travel such a large distance in a country before. Um, in Tangier, we stayed really like local. So in Manila, or in the Philippines rather, I should say, I mean, I landed in Manila, but we drove for 3 hours. So I literally got to see hours of poverty. And, um, you know that it's there, but when you experience it and you see it, it's really something different. Something that really hit me was I saw three boys walking down the street, arm in arm, and I'm not kidding, at the very, very oldest were 3 years old. There was no mom, there was no big brother, nothing. I mean, these kids were fresh learning to walk, probably couldn't speak very well. It, it's like surreal, something that you would see in a movie. Um, Children just running around with no shoes and smiles, and yeah. Anyway, it was just really a deep experience, and what I learned from it was a couple of things. I learned one that our greatest gift from God is that we are, and that I don't want to forget that I am, and that this is my gift, is to breathe and to just be JoJo in its most pure and raw and vulnerable form. And I find myself fighting feelings of insecurity or fighting feelings of not having any gratitude or just whatever. I find myself fighting those feelings, and although I feel it's important to work through the emotions that you have and ask yourself why you're having them, I also had just a huge awakening that it's just not wrong to feel those things. And that once I can stop resisting feeling them, that they'll begin to dissipate. Um, yeah, and I find myself loving other people's vulnerability so incredibly much and hating my own, always wanting to be strong, quote unquote. So I'm just happy that there was a layer removed while I was there, and I realized that I am such an incredibly beautiful person, and not because I'm JoJo, and not because of anything I've done, not because of anything I say or the way that I look or anything, but just because God made me. And I know that that sounds so corny and silly, but now that I really know that, there's like so much fear gone. And I'm just thinking about how I don't know if I can I don't know if I can live this entire life without like doing something really, really powerful, taking some sort of enormous risk and chance to, I don't know, get others to the place that I'm at, where I feel free to be myself and to see the joy of life. So, anyway, I'm not sure what's going to come after this, but I just kind of wanted to document today. Who knows? Maybe my whatever my dream is that I don't know, maybe it will come true and I can look back and say, May 7th, that's when I knew that He had a bigger plan for me. So, anyway, I just wanted to share that perspective, and hopefully it'll reach you in some way, and let you say thank you for your life that you got today. We really have no idea how cool it is that we are breathing. Yeah. So hug someone today. Let them know that you love them and that they're perfect just the way that they are.